Sylvester Stallone, one of Hollywood's most iconic action stars, has long been synonymous with resilience and triumph, particularly through his breakthrough role in the film Rocky. The movie not only catapulted him to global fame but also became a cultural phenomenon, serving as an underdog story that mirrored Stallone's own journey in the entertainment industry. In a recent Candid interview, Stallone delved deep into the emotional roller coaster that accompanied his rise to stardom, revealing layers of joy intertwined with profound sadness. He shared how the success of Rocky, which emerged as the highest-grossing film of 1976, brought him validation but also highlighted the painful realities of personal relationships strained by his earlier struggles. Stallone recounted the intense period when he was crafting Rocky as a relatively unknown actor and writer. Desperate to tell his story, he poured his heart and soul into the script, drawing from his own experiences of hardship and determination. Studios showed immediate interest in the concept, a gritty tale of a small-time boxer getting a once-in-a-lifetime shot at glory, but they were reluctant to cast Stallone himself in the lead role. They envisioned established stars taking the part, offering substantial sums for the script alone while sidelining him. As Stallone recalled, the offers escalated dramatically, starting at modest figures and climbing to what would equate to millions in today's dollars. He described the progression vividly, noting how the bids went from $20,000 to $80,000, then $160,000 and eventually reaching around $360,000, an amount that, adjusted for inflation, represented roughly $2.5 million in contemporary value. Despite the financial temptation, especially given his dire circumstances at the time, Stallone stood firm in his refusal to sell out. He needed the money desperately. Life was tough, with limited opportunities and constant rejection weighing him down. Yet, something deeper drove him. A belief in his vision and a refusal to let go of the character that felt so personally autobiographical. "I couldn't do it," he admitted, emphasizing the conviction that kept him from compromising. This decision paid off spectacularly when he finally secured the role, leading to Rocky winning 3 Academy Awards and cementing his place in cinematic history. However, the pinnacle of success, the Oscar wins and the adulation, came with unexpected emotional complexity. Stallone described the moment of triumph as volcanic, an eruption of exhilaration and vindication after years of toil. The film resonated with audiences worldwide, inspiring countless individuals with its message of perseverance. Yet, almost immediately following this high, a wave of sadness crashed over him. He explained how fame illuminated the fractures in his personal life, particularly with those closest to him who had doubted or distanced themselves during his struggling years. People he loved, friends, family, or acquaintances, had turned away when he was at his lowest, denying support or belief in his potential. Now, at the height of achievement, standing on the precipice of Oscar glory, he extended invitations for them to share in his success. Tragically, many declined. "You want people that you love that denied you, now you're here, you're at the Oscar, and they don't want to go," Stallone reflected poignantly. This rejection stung deeply, forcing him to confront the irreversible damage caused by years of hardship. In that moment of supposed ultimate victory, he realized a harsh truth. Some wounds from the past could never fully heal, and reconciliation might forever elude him. This duality of emotions, euphoric success shadowed by personal sorrow, underscores the often glamorized yet profoundly isolating nature of stardom. Stallone's story serves as a reminder that behind the bright lights and accolades lies a human experience filled with vulnerability. His journey with Rocky not only redefined his career but also taught him invaluable lessons about authenticity, resilience, and the cost of ambition. Even decades later, as he continues to star in major franchises like Rambo and The Expendables, Stallone carries these mixed feelings, appreciating the opportunities fame has provided while acknowledging the lingering pain. Expanding on this, Stallone's experience highlights broader themes in Hollywood. The underdog narrative that captivates audiences but rarely captures the full emotional toll on the individual. Many actors and filmmakers face similar crossroads, where compromising artistic integrity for financial security tempts but ultimately erodes the soul. Stallone's refusal to sell the script without starring in it exemplifies rare courage, a gamble that paid off but could have led to further obscurity. The volcanic eruption of success brought validation, proving detractors wrong and affirming his talent as both writer and performer. Yet, the sadness he describes is poignant, revealing how success can amplify isolation. Those who abandoned him during tough times couldn't bridge the gap when fortune smiled. This dynamic is common in tales of rags to riches. Newfound status often breeds resentment or awkwardness in old relationships. Stallone's realization at the Oscars, that some terms can never be settled, speaks to the permanence of certain betrayals. It adds depth to his public persona, showing a man who, despite physical toughness on screen, grapples with emotional fragility off it. Furthermore, Rocky itself endures as a masterpiece because it embodies these contradictions, triumph laced with melancholy. The film's famous training montages and climactic fights symbolize overcoming odds, much like Stallone did in real life. His reflections invite fans to appreciate not just the glory but the grit required to attain it. In interviews over the years, Stallone has often touched on themes of perseverance, but this particular revelation about the Oscars adds a layer of introspection, reminding us that even icons experience profound loneliness amid crowds. Stallone's career post-Rocky has been a testament to longevity, with sequels keeping the character alive and inspiring new generations. Yet, these mixed emotions likely fuel his continued drive, pushing him to create and perform with unrelenting passion. The story of his rise is not just about boxing in the ring but battling inner demons and external doubts. By sharing these insights, Stallone humanizes fame, offering solace to others chasing dreams that success doesn't erase past hurts but can provide a platform to process them. In essence, Sylvester Stallone's reflections paint a vivid picture of stardom's double-edged sword, exhilarating highs followed by introspective lows. His unwavering commitment to his vision led to legendary status, but the personal costs remain etched in his memory. This narrative enriches our understanding of one of Hollywood's enduring figures, blending triumph with tragedy in a way that mirrors the very films he creates.